How's everybody today? I hope you are doing well. I, so as I've been streaming more and just going on, I've also started following more people. And because of that, I have been able to see, I guess, what other people's schedules are like. And so it's pretty wild because, oh, yep, there's the traveling spirit. Because earlier this week, namely Monday, Tuesday, when I was streaming, there was like nobody else around. And then Wednesday, there were more people streaming. And then today, it's like so many people are streaming. So I guess Thursday is a good day. A good day for people. Maybe because it's close to the end of the week. I have no idea what other people's schedules are like. But wow, there are so many people on right now. Hello, everybody. Whoa. I got another heart. Oops. I feel so bad for Tomato because I bought some stuff after we did Eden like a couple days ago, and then they kind of followed my example. So I don't know if they have enough to buy like anything now from the Traveling Spirit. So we get to watch as I lose a whole bunch of in-game currency today. So I hope you enjoy that. Oh, and that's right, Tomato gave me a heart. Okay, Tomato needs hearts too. So I will give you a heart, and Arrowwood gave me a heart. Thank you, Arrowwood. Oh. I can't send you a heart? Okay, well I'll send you one tomorrow. And Chris has been on since yesterday too. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it was such a party yesterday. Oh, somebody's kissing at me. Hello. Hello. Hello, Lily. Hi. How are you? Bye, Lily. Okay. Let's finish giving these away. Oh my goodness. So many people. Lettuce. Not gonna get over that name for a while. This poor moth who has no idea that I named them lettuce. So these past few days now, I've just been like thinking about Christmas gifts and what to get people, and oh boy. Still trying to figure all that out. Okay, so, I saw that he was pretty glitchy before logging in today because of other people. So, here's glitchy Fire Prophet Man. We're gonna go ahead and purchase everything from him that I can buy. I think I've already bought a couple things from him since he's from Season of Prophecy, but I was not able to get everything from him because I didn't actually purchase Season of Prophecy, so you will actually get to see how much everything costs here. So we'll get this expression. Yes. We'll get all the shiny expressions. Oh my goodness, Diamond. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Hello. Is that a... Oh. We unintentionally did a mission. Bye, Diamond. Yeah, no, I haven't seen or talked to them in a long time. I'm surprised that they appeared today. So yes, let's spend all of our money. So yes, I did get the mask, and I had the level 1 and 3 expressions unlocked, but 2 and 4, which are the shiny versions, I did not get unlocked because you can't when you don't buy the season, or don't buy the season pass. Oh, we get some sheet music. Let's get that. Oh, so much for having 300 something candles. That did not last long, and I didn't expect it to. Still sad though. Oh, Tomato's here. You made it, Tomato. Hi. I'm glad you made it. I didn't die. You survived. You survived church. Or burn. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you survived. Oh, Diamond, you look so cute. Well, I just finished buying everything from, what's his name, the Fire Prophet. Little Echo. Okay, there's a little Echo. I cannot hear it, but I believe you. I don't... I'm not sure if there's anything I can really do to fix it right now. Somehow. Yeah, there's always something. So I went ahead and went and troubleshooted my audio again. And so, I fixed something else with it, but I don't think, I guess, there's still an echo. Basically, the last time that it wasn't echoing was because I turned the audio monitoring off, which means that I can't hear how it sounds in the stream at all. And I can try doing that again right now. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just see. Hello, Minty Mint Mint. Hello, Sims. Yeah, we'll turn off monitoring. Why are you rich? Okay, so let me know if that sounds better. The only thing is I don't like turning monitoring off because I can never tell if it's like too loud or whatever. Ooh, I like this outfit. The pants are so poofy. I like it. It reminds me of, yeah, Little Prince season actually. Oh, I miss the sword outfit. Should I go with the sword outfit for a bit? Goes round and round like a record player. Yeah, he does. He really does. Oh, let's see what the expressions are now. So we have this one, which is shiny. I like this one. I think the level 4 of this one is a little silly. It's a little over the top, but that's okay. Right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Why you rich? Because I'm a hoarder. I hoard resources. I do that in a lot of games. I'm broke. I'm very selfish in that way. I hoard resources and I'm not generous like Tomato. I don't give away all my candles to people. I'm sorry. 3 more hearts. Well, I'll keep giving you hearts, Tomato. Guzia. Hi, Guzia. I know you're doing your candle giving away constellation thingy, but I'm gonna hang out here until you give me a hug. Rich and popular. Popular. You're gonna be popular. I have 0 candles and 0 hearts. Oh no, Sims. You're so poor. Well, you're a newer player too, I believe. If I remember correctly. So it's just, I think it really is just a matter of playing long enough to realize, like, oh, I actually have to hoard resources. 37 candles and 7 hearts. I still have over 200 somehow. So I'm happy about that. 38 candles. Oh, okay, cool. We unintentionally did the Hug a Friend mission before I even realized that was a mission. Catch the light in the vault, sit at a bench with a stranger? Yes, okay. And relive that spirit. Okay, the praying one. Okay. I think I know where all of these are. You can fight me, that's fair. Totally fair. And where we were yesterday was the Cave of Prophecies. So if I use the little warp thingy, we can actually just warp directly there, and I can show people where to find this spirit if you do not know where it is. We can do that real quick and then jump into doing missions and candle collecting and all that other fun stuff. So that's the goal for today. I already have so many people on. I did dailies because I thought you were going to stream when I was at church. Oh, it's okay, Tomato. No worries. I want the pants. You'll have a chance to get the pants another time. How much did the pants cost? Like 75 or something? Yeah, that was 75. I don't think that you can get that many by Sunday. Hi! Hi, Winnie Paffo. I will send you kisses. No, Traveling Spirits can and will come back. I'm broke. It just takes, it will take a very long time for them to come back. So you will have time to grind. I know, I'm sorry, Sim. It's rough. But yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and warp back to where we were yesterday real quick so that I can show people where the spirit is. And then we can do our normal everything. So, Cave of Prophecies is in the Isle of Dawn, which is the first level. So just about anybody, even new moths, can get here. It's just like a cave. When you first go to the Isle of Dawn and you go out into the desert area, there's this little, like a platform that's in the middle, and it's raised up. And if you go to the top of that and you look to the right, you'll see like a cliffside, and there are clouds everywhere, and you'll see like a little hole in the clouds. And that's where the Cave of Prophecies is. And here is where you will find the Traveling Spirit. Right here by the fire trial. You don't have to do the fire trial, you just have to go right here. Relive this spirit memory. And yeah, and then you can go to the home menu and buy whatever accessories that he has. That's the only prerequisite. So, with that in mind, now we can go back home and just do dailies. And if you don't know about prices or anything, you can always rewind the stream because I just bought everything from him. So, yep. And then we will do dailies. I missed these sword pants. Oh, but then I had a different pose with the sword pants. It was this one. Because it looks like you have a hand on the hilt, which is nice. I like that. Do you want to come with us, Sims? Have you done dailies yet, Sims? Also, is the echo fixed, Tomato? Because if it is, then I guess I can live without monitoring the microphone audio. I would prefer to be able to hear what I'm saying, though. Just to check on, like, the levels and everything. Oh dear. Sims is stuck on the sheet music. I can't offer to hold. Yes, it's fixed. Okay. So that, I guess that's just the problem now. You know, and it's funny because I can't, when I'm like testing the audio too, I can't hear it. I want pants. Well, we can go do some candle grinding. We know Sim. We can do some candle grinding. But I think if you have 0 candles now, there's today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 4 days. And even if you, well, if you got 20 candles every day, which is I think the max you can get, we can lighten Little Prince area. We could do that. Nullifies online. Yeah, do you want to go ahead and do that too real quick? Before we actually do the rest of the stuff. But yeah, actually if you did that, you might... 20 times 4, you'd have 80 candles. So if you get 20, if you grind 20 candles a day for the next 4 days, you could get the pants. Potentially. You might have to use candles to unlock the previous nodes, and then you might not have it. Tomato using another trail spell. Okay, so the winged lights are up. There's one up there. Give me pants. Maybe someday, Sim. Maybe someday. Or you could just buy more candles. I think that's the thing you can do now. But then you'd have to use real money. People hanging out up here. Oh, that's fair. I always have trail spells. How do you have so many? I'm like afraid to use more of them. I do need to get to 50. Is there one in this second area over here? I can't remember. I don't know. Then I'll skip it. I like the colors we have right now. We have red, white, and blue. I didn't know you guys were so patriotic. For a country that you don't even live in. Because, well, red, white, and blue could apply to more than just the US, but I think that's funny. Sorry for fighting with Thunder in the server. Oh no, you're fine. I want pants, but also to finish the daily canonet. I do not understand you, Sims. I'm sorry. And no, Tomato, you warned us beforehand, before you even had her in the server. Not USA. Well, I mean, they're technically USA colors. But they're also France colors and some Eastern European countries' colors. represent Russia's colors. Yeah, so it could be anything really. Okay, I think... I don't remember if there's one over here by the book area, but we'll check. UK, yep, UK. Which one is the Scandinavian? I don't know. No, it's not any of those. Never mind. We're testing your brains today. Puerto Rico. Oh. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Puerto Rico does have those colors. Oh, we changed the order. Now it's the Russian flag. As by the drunk hideout. Oh, yeah. I was just checking if there was one over there. I couldn't remember. But I know that there's one in the drunk guy's place, too. Yes, because that's where I am. Where are you? In the UK? We just listed a bunch of countries. Canada with blue. There you go. You'll find a place for the blue. There's like a single pixel of blue somewhere on the Canadian flag. Right, like on the stem of the maple leaf or something. Just really hidden in there somewhere. I'm glad you agree. There you are. I see you, shiny boy. So far. So close and yet so far. Looks so small. Alright. There we go. So there are the little prints. Shiny boys. Man, it looks like there's just like a huge concert going on over there. A huge party. Where we're gonna go back. Thunder and I were fighting last night on Sky because she didn't agree with what I had said. I think that's just you and Thunder's relationship. Yeah, this is where we came from. I was born and partly raised in Puerto Rico. Oh. That's cool. Do you know Spanish, Sims? I have the feeling I'm not going to the right place. No, we're not going the right way. Oh, this is what's his name? This is the narcissist guy. Yeah, no. Sorry, narcissist guy. We don't want you. We don't want any. It's a love and hate relationship. Yeah. Your relationship with Thunder reminds me of like a lot of the relationships that I had with a lot of my friends when I was in high school. I went too far in this direction. I need to go a little bit. What are we doing? I'm just trying to get back to where the missions are. To the rest of the vault. We need to go over here in this little cave area. I went above there to where the party was happening. Yeah. Oh, I changed my voice too. I completely forgot. When I changed to look like a moth, I forgot to change those things back. This looks so foreboding. Can't see anything. Oops. Note to self, don't let Mint lead in new places or the wasteland. It wasn't that bad. I found my way eventually. But yeah, I haven't really checked out the Little Prince area that much. Oh! You, I want you. There we go. Oh, that's where the candle is. Okay. Yay! I did Eden 8 times? Also, a moth wanted to get krilled, so I did. Hi, Pearly. You did Eden 8 times today? Pearly, if you did Eden 8 times today, I think you need to log off of Sky. Because that's 7 times too many to be doing Eden in one day. No, in general. Okay, okay. I was gonna be very concerned for a second there. Wow, you're counting. You know, that's probably a very smart thing to do. Because I never counted, and I couldn't tell you how many times you need to do Eden total to get certain things. Also, how are you? Oops. There we go. Well, and if the moth wanted to get hit, then I guess everything worked out. Everybody got what they wanted. Good, saw you online. Oh, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you again. We're doing dailies. I showed where the traveling spirit is. So now we're just doing regular old dailies. Oh, oops. We probably could have sat at a bench in the other area. Oh well. It's too late now. We'll go back and do it after we finish this level. The spirit was on that level. Oh, well, then I guess we need to go back to the to the other level. Let's see if we can glitch our way into here real quick, though. Do a tiny spell. Oh my goodness! Hello, Erwid. Hi. You got the new cosmetics? Awesome. I did too. I'm glad you were able to afford all of them. Okay, I learned this recently. It is a glitch. but you have to be tiny in order to glitch up here. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Where's the other handstand one? Did you already make it up there, Tomato? There we go. Dang it. Oh no, Tomato's up there. Okay. No, we're gonna get this. So if you do a handstand, that usually gets you up here. Uh-oh. Okay. Almost. It was expensive, yeah. The ones I need to finish need hearts. Oh no, Sims. I can send you a heart if that will help, Sims. Once I played Rain Rain Go Away and Force, because why not? That's perfect, Pearly. That's how it's done. I'm going shopping soon, but are you guys gonna be on later? I'll be on probably for, maybe another hour or so. Aw, Erwin. Thank you so much. You are such a sweet person. I really appreciate you. Let's see. If there are people over here already... Okay, there aren't. I just want to make sure that there aren't 4 people trying to get in already. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you have to be tiny, and then... Here we go. Okay, I got it. Hacker voice, I'm in. Here, Tomato, warp to me. Oh, Sims is here too. This is optimal, actually, because then I can still get out as well. But I was able to grab the candles from where I am. And Tomato! Come here, Tomato. Posture check and stretch. Oh, for your health. I appreciate it. Sims, you have warp with us, don't you? You can warp to us as well. Okay, I'm stretching. Ugh, okay. Awesome. Yep, we're OOB a little bit right now. I don't know if there's somebody else at the door. Okay, there we go. I want to be small. Do you have a spell? Do you have a TP spell? Because that's all I did. So we're gonna have to actually go back to the beginning of this level to do the other 2 missions. But for now, we can just go ahead and do a normal vault run just to get the candles. Because the vault is pretty good about having a good amount of candles. Oh, Sims, you were trying to give me a hug all that time. I'm sorry. I didn't see it till just now. Small. I will be small for the next 10 minutes. And then I will to be small. Okay, so the praying one, that makes sense that the praying one is on the first floor. For some reason I was thinking it was the one on the next floor, but that's the floaty one. But the prerequisite for that one is you have to pray at the stone, so I think that's why I associated it with the praying one. So, my bad. Ooh, can we do the skippy thing? Do I have enough wing power? Traveling Spirit looks great, but the mask is too big, but it still looks cool. Yeah, agreed. I like the dread hair, yes. Don't you have the chibi mask? I do! I have it. I don't normally wear it, but that was actually one of the first accessories that I got, because I thought the little chibis were super cute. And then I had it, and I was wearing it for a while, but it, you know, like, there's some inconveniences that come with it. Like, you can be standing in a very small puddle, and it will force you to go swimming, because you're too small. Or, with, like, burning the darkness plants. Sometimes it's more convenient to be taller, because you can reach certain areas a little bit better. So I actually like being taller now. And I have like a million of those chibi spells, so I need to use them. So if I ever need to be small for like glitching purposes or whatever, then I just do that. Just use the spells. Your hands aren't connected to Tomato, but your aura is. The chibi mask makes it look like that. Yeah, with the two chibi holding hands, it doesn't look like they're holding hands. Yeah, when you have like a really like a large height difference between somebody too, a lot of the friendship emojis that you do look really messed up. So if you do try to do like a bear hug with someone and they're like way smaller than you, it looks really weird. And same thing with like the head pat or anything else. So it actually works better if you both are around the same height. And then I just prefer being taller. But no, being chibi is great for glitching. Great for exploiting certain glitches. Being small for the air and earth trials is painful. Oh. I didn't even think about that. I don't think I was ever small for those. That's a really fair point. I don't have chibi anything. Really, Sims? You don't have any of the spells? I think I'm completely ready for the next season. I'm just like, hurry up. Oh. Oh, the heck. I think, Arrowwood, you said that you had seen stuff for the next season, right? That you basically had it spoiled for you. Because, yeah, if you've seen it, I would definitely expect you to be ready for the next season as well. Because I think you were telling me about it the other day. Oh wait, you didn't do that, did you? I can't see my chat. Oh no, Tomato. I can see your chat for some reason. Oh, we only had 2 of them. Lame. Oh, we're about to run out of this. Watch as I transform magically into a larger child. There we go. Much better. Yes, I did. I did see spoilers. But I'm not going to go into any detail in case any other people here don't want spoilers, but I'm very much excited for the next season as well. For the same reasons. Yeah, because we were talking about nasty mold and how... Oh my goodness. Beautiful. That was perfect timing. It's been 10 minutes, alright. Yeah, yep. Sure has. Congratulations, Airwood. I think you're the first person who's actually used any of the sound alerts. Oh my goodness, no. Just no. Yes, tomato. I'm starting to understand why people are leaving, and I don't have money to buy candles. It's no fair that y'all can. We're just old. Comes with being old. I'm sorry you're having a horrible time, Sims. There's nothing I can really do to help you. My mom plays that a lot of the time. Really? That's funny. I have to go, but I'll be on later today. Good to see you guys. Aw, see you later, Airwood. It was good to see you too. Always a pleasure seeing you. I may be baby, but that song, no. Oh, there's more sound alerts than just that one. I think I have a couple of free ones. You don't have to play any of them. The other one is, I do know that I have Careless Whisper for free, though, because how could I not? But it's like a trumpet version of it. It's good. Oh my goodness. Hi, Scruff. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? We're gonna go back to the vault because we forgot to do some missions in here. I completely forgot that I had to wait for a stranger to show up so I could sit with them. And then there's a spirit that we have to relive. Ooh, right there. Perfect. Hello, stranger. Let's go sit at a bench. Yes. Thank you. That's all I wanted. I don't actually want to talk to you, sorry. Yes. Don't give anyone ideas. Yeah, we had somebody use their sound alerts for the first time. Ooh, let's help this person too. Hi, raiders. Yes, hello. Yay! Oh my goodness, now everybody is spawning here, so we're helping everybody with that mission. I love that there's this mutual understanding of we don't actually want to have a conversation, we just want to do the missions and go. And that's it. Ooh, now if they can help us with this, that would be awesome. Hi, Scruff, how are you? Otter Raid. I love the emojis. Dinky Shy, hello! Raiders. Oh, okay, Sims. We'll see you later. We have one more person that we need to help us. Wow, that came together. That was so smooth. I love it when it all happens just like that. So yes, this is Sky. It is a very cute, chill game. It's free. You can go through the entire game and never pay any money. And you can also make friends and do mission stuff also for free. You just can't do all of the seasonal stuff for free. But you can do most of the seasonal stuff for free. And it's by the same people who made Journey, same company. If anybody ever was a fan of that game. So I will shamelessly advertise this game until the end of time because it's wonderful and free. And that's our last mission. Huzzah! What's up, Tomato? I hope you're having a good stream. Aw, thank you, Scruff. It's been good so far. We're just chilling. It's funny that I never noticed this entrance here until the spirit behind the door. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see when these aren't lit up. And that's really the only time, you know, when you're reliving that other spirit. That's the only time that you go through here. So that's fair. Do you want to go home, Tomato? Since we did all the missions. I will scream. Journey was a very calming game, yes. Hi, Belgian Waffle. How are you? This game is also very, very calming, except for there are 2 levels that aren't calming, and it's in a very similar vein to Journey. So, you know how in Journey there was a race level, and then it was followed up by a level where you were kind of stuck in this area, and then there were these like dragon things that were floating around, and if you like went under their spotlight, they would see you and attack you. Yeah, so this is like the exact same format. So there's a race level, and then right after the race level is the level where they have these dragon things that are patrolling and will, you know, get you. And you can't fight them or anything, all you can do is hide from them. And then the last level also has dragons in it, and it looks very foreboding. It is very red and scary over there, so we're not doing that level today. I never know where to light it because I wondered where that cave thing goes. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's not really much to it. It just kind of comes out on the top. So there's not like a secret area or anything. It's just all in that area. So, yep. Oh, and then we can do candles. Mint is not leading in those rooms. No, I do not lead. I don't lead because Tomato doesn't trust me, because Tomato thinks that I'm gonna get us hit by a dragon, which I haven't actually done, but we have come close, so that's a little fair. So here's the prairie. There were candles in front of this little portal, which just means that this is where the big candles are going to be today. And there should be 4 big candles in this level somewhere, aside from the ones that are already in the sanctuary. So we're gonna look for those. I banned Mint in leading. It's my stream, I can do what I want to. Sim did though. Yeah, Sim got me hit by a dragon, but it's fine. I only lost two shiny boys from it. Two shiny boys. I don't even know which places I haven't been to for Shiny Boy collecting. I think maybe the forest? Since we last did Eden? Don't know. No, no, I don't want to relive you. Please. The music for that spirit is very cute though. Here, we'll turn it up because it's cute. I tried to save you. Thank you, Tomato, for trying to save my Wing of Light. We're just gonna hang out here while this music plays. Very pretty, and I collect a candle. Single candle. Yes. I hope you had a good stream, Scruff. I only was able to join at the tail end, and I wasn't really there. I just lurked because I was starting my own stream. I'm sorry. Forest and the Two Trail. Two Trail. Oh, I guess we should actually see if there's a... No, wait, no. I'm not going over there with you because it'll separate us. We're going this way. Yep, good. Good to get back into the habit. I have missed streaming this semester. Aww. Yeah, I noticed. I haven't been following you for super long, but for the time that I have been following you, I feel like I haven't really seen you streaming that often. But it's understandable to get busy, especially when you know, have to work and are doing school. That's a lot. And yeah, I definitely believe in the, like, getting into the habit of things. If you can get into the habit of doing it, that's the best thing you can do. That's very much how I operate. So I have things that I do, like, every day to try to keep myself, you know, on a good schedule. So I have, yeah, I'm a little weird about it though. So in our group, Mundane Debauchery, we were trying to keep ourselves motivated to do exercise for a while. And so, like, all of us have, like, Fitbits, and we would get into, like, competitions to see who could do, like, the most steps. Not in any, like, serious way or anything. But, because of that, I've gone from doing, like, okay, first it was 10,000 steps a day, and then that got upped a little bit, you know, to 12,000, and then it got upped again to like 14,000, and now I'm up to 15,000 steps a day. So I do that every day. Art streams start up again on Monday. Ooh, that's exciting. 3 courses that wanted 12 to 15 hours a week. I had no brain left to do art. Oh no, Scrub. So you're almost done? You're almost done with the semester, or you are done with the semester now? No more classes? So you can do art? Oh my goodness. You sound like my sister. Who, Scruff? Doing art in classes. Not having a brain left for art. No more classes, one more exam. Oh, that's so exciting. I do love the concept of, you know, you're never done learning and you continue to study things that you're interested in as you get older. But at the same time, like taking classes for it can be extremely draining mentally and also financially, depending on where you are taking those classes. So, no, you meant, oh, me? Oh, with the exercise. It's very silly, but yeah, I do things like that. Um, and I'll just do it to, I guess, maybe what other people would consider extreme, because most people don't walk that much every day. And then I've been studying Italian for 6 years now, having a Fitbit and walking 15,000 steps. Yeah. So yeah, I've been studying Italian for like 6 years. I still can't speak it, but apparently I can read and write in it okay, because I joined a server with native speakers and they can understand me. So that's cool. Would you look at that? I'm late again. Oh, no worries, Crimson. It's okay. It's my schedule is not exact, so I don't start at exactly, you know, X time. It's just, you know, anywhere from 2 to 6 is usually when I do my streamy stuff. Oops, we lost Tomato. I wonder if it was a server split. Oh, Crimson's on now. Hi, Crimson. Yay, we almost have our 10 candles. Oh, we have a Crimson, and we have a Tomato. There we go. It's the gang! This is our gang. Me, Crimson, and Tomato. 1 minute going to be AFK. Oh, no worries. We're just finishing up collecting stuff. Ooh. So this new thing, does it replenish your... Oh, it does. That's nice. I like that. Oh. Okay. Tomato's gonna be right back. We're gonna go to this little cave over here, because there's a lot of light in there too. What? What? Yeah, I think Tomato closed the application. So they're just gonna be gone for a minute. Okay, so normally, I don't know if people will ever actually see this, but normally when you go to this area, there is a giant darkness plant that you have to melt. But normally what the game likes to do is it likes to throw you into a server that has already, where like some other player has already melted it. So all that's left is the light. So if you just see me running around collecting light, It's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be that easy. It's supposed to be that you actually go in and do some work. But we are lazy. Oh, hello. Enski. Welcome. How are you today? Thank you for the follow. We've done almost everything that I want to do. Ooh, crabs. So these are crabs. They can attack you as well, but they don't really hurt you as much. Hello, Tomato. Dead. I'm gonna drop this crab on you. Wait. There we go. I'm back. Welcome back. You were correct. It really only took you a minute. Really, Crimson? Yes. There we go. Okay, and we were collecting big candles, but I took a pit stop through the sanctuary. So we're gonna see if we can go through the rest of this level. Maybe make a pit stop over here with these jellyfish so I don't run out of light. Helped a lot of moths all night and just trying to get sleepy. Oh. Do you have insomnia? I feel like a lot of people have insomnia problems. So it can be really hard to go to sleep at night. So I completely understand if you have that problem. That was very nice of you to help a bunch of moths. Okay, there we go. We did not check the cave to see if there was a candle cake in there. Guess we can go. I just wanted to not be separated from Tomato. Because the game loves to throw us into different servers as soon as I spawn in that area. So we're gonna test this theory of just standing. Okay, did that help? Well, it seems like it did. I don't sleep at night for 14 years now. Oh my gosh, is that just part of your schedule? Maybe? If you work nights, then that's understandable. Or if that's just insomnia, that sounds pretty bad. Oh yay, we got our 10 candles. Alright, I'm satisfied. I'm also glad we didn't get separated there. I do feel like everybody's biological clocks are different. And some people just naturally do better staying up late, which is very unfortunate for people who are night owls because the way that everything is kind of built is it kind of encourages people to go to bed early and wake up early, and it's just like that just doesn't always work for some people. I love my peace and quiet, yes. See, I'm a night owl too for that reason. I like being able to just chill at night. 7 a.m. at the moment for me. Whoa, where do you live? But it's 7 a.m. Hopefully we'll be chill and relaxing enough for you. There's not much going on here. Just some candle collecting. Philippines. Oh, gotcha. That is pretty far. I didn't know it was that much later over there, though. It's almost 5 p.m. here. So it's almost 7 a.m. there. Wow. So you're more than 12 hours difference. You're 14 hours difference? Wow, that's wild. It's 6:55 p.m. for me. You're a couple hours ahead of me. Yeah, you're exactly 2 hours ahead of me. My tomato is an hour ahead of me. I'm living in the past. Everyone else lives in the future. How is it in the future? 3:56. Oh no, I was wrong. It's the opposite direction. You're an hour behind me. Tomato's living in the past. I'll have to remember that. I'll have to remember 14 hours difference. I have a friend who lives in the Philippines and I always forget the time difference. Yeah, an hour behind. Future's okay. I'm an hour into the future ahead of Tomato and I'm a bit hungry. Should have ate more in the past. The past is still okay. That's good. Whoa. Hello. Child. Stop jumping all over the place. There we go. Yay, more candles. I am recovering just a bit of what I've lost. I was at 340 something candles. Now I have 216, 217. So I hope everyone else is also able to recover their candles. Or I hope that they had enough to afford the traveling spirit to begin with. Because that's also an issue. I guess it's okay to get a bit more candles this time around since we need to recover. Oh, smart! Oh, very smart. I like that. Okay. No, I want to do that now. Tomato, tomato. I'm just gonna save for hair. Tomato! Then they're gonna kidnap me after school tomorrow. Nice. Tomato, let's do the piggyback glitch. Let's do the piggyback glitch. Oh. That wasn't quite what I wanted. Let's try that again. Yeah, if we can do the piggyback glitch, then we can just... Oh, that's right. Okay, okay. Oh, sorry. Hang on. How do I open friend menu with you without... Hang on. No, that's not... We're gonna get this. We will, don't worry. Oh, hang on. I think I need to... Okay, I have the friend menu open with you now. Yeah, I wasn't able to open the friend menu. There we go. Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. Didn't count. We got it. We cheated the system. I can't believe I never thought to cheat the system here. Literally, I never thought to do piggyback glitch. Rip candles. Oh, what a fool I was. The candles aren't here. Oh. That's sad. Oh. Well, that's probably why people don't normally do that here. The candles won't come out. Oh, Enski. I'm glad that I have learned that now. So, just goes to show, does cheaters never prosper? Question mark? Oh, that's tragic. We can't go back down. Oh well. That's that, I guess. But it did work before. Okay. What if, hear me out. What if I warp home and then warp back here? What will happen then? We're gonna test the limits of this game. Where am I going to spawn? Oh. I spawned in the same place. Last year, September, if I remember correctly. Oh, that was the last time that worked. Alright, well. Totally. Okay. Hang on. Let me let go, please. There we go. Darn. Well, guess we'll just do it the fair way. And we have enough people to do it the fair way. Perfect. I have no idea how you guys were able to get back, but good job. Oh, and then there are the candles. Chibi fall. Oh, I see. Being a chibi is great for glitching. And now we do get the candles. Huzzah. We're learning all kinds of stuff today. I feel successful. I feel like we cheated the system a couple times today. That was pretty great that we had like I had an idea like, oh, what if I just warp out and like warp home and then warp back, and then that didn't work. But then Crimson already had the Chibi Fall idea. So we just like immediately went into troubleshooting mode and succeeded. It's like when they first got rid of the dragon glitches and then people immediately found other dragon glitches. I love that for us. Never fails. They didn't use Chibi Fall, they used Staff Fall, I think. Oh, there's a Staff Fall too? Never fails unless it does. There you go. It's perfect philosophy, because you can't be wrong, no matter what. Well, if there's a Staff Fall, then Tomato can exploit it. So we definitely have our bases covered. Yay, we did it. We did it, gang. We still have over 200 candles, and I have 6 chibi spells left. Nice, Crimson. I have a lot, but I don't normally use them. So, how many do I have? I have 14 resize potions, and I have 31 chibi, chibi spells. My gosh. Yes, we can go home. Staff Fall is faster than Chibi Fall. Oh, that's good to know. You taught us something today. Thank you, Ensky. Let's see what the new sheet music is. Oh wait, hang on. Let me change the audio settings. Just make sure I can actually hear it. But yeah, let's see what the new sheet music is. I'm sure it's going to be too difficult for me to play, but we're going to try anyways. Oh no, we're doing good actually. Oops. Okay, that wasn't half bad. That was not half bad. I couldn't hear the accompaniment because I had the music turned down so low, but it's fine. That was beautiful, Crimson. Good teamwork. Aw, Tomato, you look so cute with that hair. I like that hair. I can't play for put swear here. Crimson. I mean, if it's any consolation, I can't play very well either. It's very difficult when you're on the Switch and you have to press buttons and you don't even remember where all of them are. But I think depending on the sheet music, sometimes the sheet music is doable and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's crazy. But that one was pretty good actually. That one was manageable. Do you have any instruments, Tomato? I don't know if I've ever seen you play an instrument before. Don't trade. Change the position of the note keys then. Oh, yeah, I know that's a thing you can do. No, it's more like um it's just easier to do it when you have a touch screen because you can just, hit it where it says to hit it. And it's just going to be more difficult with the controller regardless. Oh, yay! Nice. Oh yeah, you've gone through several seasons as well, so that makes sense. You have a lot. But Tomato loves the staff, the fireworks staff. And I don't blame them, because honestly I love the fireworks staff too. Aw, John is on. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's fair. I like doing it every once in a while. You're the first person I saw use that key arrangement using the Switch. It's kind of... Because I did change it specifically to that one, because that's how I'm used to seeing it, because I played on mobile for a while. And so since they changed it so that you can actually change the way that the arrangement works, I switched it to that one. Oops. Oh dear. Hi, John. More love than like. Yeah, maybe I'm weird like that, because I got used to one way, and so now that's the way I prefer, even if it is more difficult. But I like knowing I guess the order that it goes from the lowest note to highest note. I've been here for a year, but I only played 3 seasons. Oh, that's okay, Crimson. You were a baby, so I feel like buying seasons would be a lot more of a different situation for you than for me. I see, makes sense. Yeah, different preferences. I'm glad that they have it in different ways so that people who have different preferences can change it. What are you up to now? How are you doing? Oh, oh dear. Why was I in that mode? I'm good. Streaming Sky right now, actually. Done season. Oh, yay! You finished the season? I played for a year too, and I played in four and a half seasons. Nice. How long have you been playing for, Enski? It's difficult for me because fingers won't fit on my phone screen. You need a keyboard. I do. I, so you can now connect another nice feature that the Switch has done that I really appreciate is you can now connect your Switch, um, account or the Sky account on Switch to your phone keyboard. And so, like, I could be typing on my phone, but I would have to open up a QR code and all that. So, like, I'm not doing that right now, but in general, I can type much easier on the Switch. I'm on to light friends' candles. Okie dokie. Yeah, so that's what the ZR link is for. Oops. Okie dokie. I'm fixing dinner. Oh, nice. What's for dinner? You started at Season of Sanctuary. Oh, nice. I started, I think, the season before Sanctuary, which was Enchantment. I think that was the first season that they had available for Android players, and I had an Android phone, so I couldn't play the very beginnings or the beta version of Sky. That being said, I have never been one to use glitches or anything that often, so I'm a very like vanilla player. Pepper sausage and fries. Ooh. So there's a whole lot of stuff that I don't really know how to do. But I think I know most of the base game at this point. Like I know where most of the stuff is, most of the winged lights and stuff. Though I don't remember where all of the spirits are. It's a bit harder to remember them when you only have to relive them one time. Cooking them in the wood stove. Ooh. That sounds good. Yep, didn't know the game that time yet. Started in August. Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't... Sausage over open fire. Yes. what was the season that Trails came into the game? Gosh, I feel like that was pretty recent that the Trails came in. Was it the Hidden Forest one before the Little Prince season? Stop scaling my Sky Kid. Yes. Okay. Oh, bye, John. Bye-bye. Oop. Yep, and he's gone. I think it was Days of the Rainbow thing, so June. Oh, okay, yeah. It was earlier this year, for sure. So yeah, I think that was the season before the Little Prince season, if I remember correctly. But yes, I knew about Sky. I don't remember. No, that was not what I meant. Oh, sorry, Tomato. I knew about Sky before it ever came out, and I don't remember what exactly tipped me off to it, other than I was just a fan of that game company for a while. Oh, Trials. Trials was Season of Prophecy, which was last year around this time. About a year ago. I can't spell. That's okay. It's very, I mean, that's just 2 letters that you switch around. Yeah, Trials have been here for about a year. Tomato said a swear. Tomatoes did say a swear, but it was censored. I started playing halfway through that season. That sounds like most of us started playing last year. The game has only been around for, I think, 1 year past that in 2019. I'm 18, so not for me. Oh, that's okay. The game hasn't existed for too long. It's less than 3 years old. It was not censored. Oh, what wasn't censored? I don't know what you said. Maybe don't say it again. I knew about Sky in August. The swear, the same swear. Gotcha. Yeah, I cannot remember what actually was the announcement that I saw. Like if it was something on Twitter from the Sky team or what. I'm committed to playing Sky until last year, November. Oh yeah, that happened to me too. I got overwhelmed with it at first. So I think I started officially playing whenever the beginning of season of Enchantment was. Or maybe it was a couple weeks into it or something. I don't remember. But I think I unlocked everything, but just barely. Yeah, they're here for a year, yet they still hard. Yeah, it is a really good game. I started playing on Christmas. Aww. Well, then you will definitely remember. You definitely won't forget when you started. Poo emoji. It's great that I can actually see it now on the Switch. I'm very happy for myself to be able to see that. But yeah, no, it's been a year, over a year since I started playing, and I'm still like addicted to it. And I still play almost every day. Especially during seasons. I try to play every day just so I can unlock everything. Though at this point I've gotten everything unlocked and I have all these extra seasonal candles, which is nice. Mint, you're old. I know. I'm not gonna refute that. I'm old, I'm out of school. I've been out of high school for 10 years. We had our 10-year reunion this year, and I did not go to it. But it has been 10 years since I've been in high school. Crazy. W3 celebrated Christmas in Sky. Aww. Or, oh, we celebrated Christmas in Sky. That's cute. So you celebrated with, like, some Sky friends? That sounds really cute. I did have a friend who, like, even bought a season pass for me around Christmas. Trials. How much time do we have here? Do you want to do the trials that we didn't do yesterday? The Earth and Air trials? We ended up not doing a couple of them because I ran out of time. I saw you. Yeah, we can do the Earth and Air trials. And get some more candles. Oh yeah, recover some more candles. If we do those, I might actually get to 220. That would be nice. It'd be a nice even number to round off on. I love the bird mask. It's very cute. I wish that I could get the deer mask again. But that ship has sailed. Let's go. Yeah, let's go before I run out of time again. Hang on. Well, let's let Crimson change. There we go. I had my ex get all my passes. Oh, that's fantastic. And Enski. I love that. Dang. I never made my ex do anything. I should have. I should have asked more from her. Like, oh yeah, buy me this. Here's time for a fun story about my ex. So, once upon a time, I asked my ex for some sheet music. $3. It was $3. And she didn't get it for me. The end. That's all I wanted. Was $3 sheet music. And that was too much. Do you have a map? Because I'm getting lost in your eyes. A nice tomato. Lila's here. I never asked for them. Aw, she logs my account and gives them passes. Wow, that was awesome. The end. Yep, the end. Oh, is Lila not gonna come? I think she was too far away. That's okay. She's from the Italian group. I think it would be a bit hard to communicate with her. No one has times for X. Yeah. No, that's a whole long story, and I don't wanna demonize my ex or anything, 'cause it was, you know, my first relationship, and I think her first real relationship, and we didn't really know what we were doing. Um, so like in that sense, I feel like it's not really fair to be really mean about what happened with our relationship, but just know that we had some serious communication problems, and also I was willing to do a lot more for her than she was willing to do for me. So that's all I really have to say. Milo won't be able to. Oh, that spot splits servers. Yeah, I didn't get back to her fast enough, even though I never had a partner. Oh, you're still a baby, Tomato. You have time. That kind of thing is not a race whatsoever. You know, it's something that I feel like just happens naturally if you're ready for it. There we go. Okay, so we will go ahead and do our two trials, and then we'll be done. I love this music, I say as I turn the music down. My younger brother has a girlfriend. Oh, well, that's fine. My brother had his first girlfriend when he was like, I don't know, 13. And I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was, 17. 17, almost 18. Alright, trial time. We're just gonna do these two, and then we'll be done. So, my siblings already have their own families. Oh my goodness. Is the culture different in the Philippines? Like, is there a different expectation in the Philippines? Or are your siblings just way older? Because I feel like that also really depends. I'm the only sibling that's never had a partner. Oh, that's okay, Tomato. Again, it's not a race. I think it's just, you know, you do what you feel comfortable with, and if you don't feel ready or comfortable, or you don't really have a connection with anybody, then that's it. There's nothing you can do about it, you know? Funny thing is I'm the oldest. Oh, I see. I'm the youngest, but I'm also not young in my family. Tomato, why are you letting go of me? What is happening right now? We're going to see how quickly we can do this. How old are you, Ensky, if you don't mind me asking. I'm 28, so I'm not in my 30s yet, but I'm getting close. You're 30. Aw, we're almost the same age. It's really up to you too. You know, if you don't feel like you want to date anybody either, then who cares? It's your life, you know? That's kind of how I am right now. I dated my ex for 8 years, so I really committed. And then after that, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on not dating anybody for a while. No, but I love that. I love being able to talk to people around my age too, and know that there are people around my age who, you know, still enjoy games and still enjoy the same things that I do and have a similar mindset to me. So, I'm glad that you're here. Oh, speak of the devil, Afsane is also in the same boat. She's also in her 30s. So, we're not judging here. No age discrimination here. Oh, are you guys already, like, did you guys already make it to the top? I have a friend in Sky who's 45, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are already, okay. Oh, how did you do that? I'm over here thinking I'm being slick. You guys are already done. Magic. You know what? I'm not gonna question that. Oh, that's awesome. I might actually make it to 220. Are you gonna do that for the Earth trial too, Crimson? Hello, Hattie Patty. Hand piggy glitch. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you might be right. You might be onto something there, Ensky. How are you, Hattie Patty? We are doing a couple trials here. We... Smiley face. Innocent smiley face. Oh, there goes Tomato. And there goes Crimson. I'm just slow to load, I guess. How are you? I'm okay. I'm doing good. I guess you could say I'm okay too. It's a pretty, oh, Tomato. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, hello. There we go. That was a totally normal, not glitchy thing that just happened. I feel like for most people, like, most days are not, like, particularly great or terrible. It's somewhere in between. And most days are just kind of like neutral days, if that makes sense. So if you're doing okay, then that's kind of like the norm, which is, you know, it's good. Max and I use that there. Oh, that's smart. I never even thought to use that. Oh, thank you for following, Hattie Patty. I appreciate it. Are we gonna do this one the fair way, or are we gonna cheat here too? Honestly, I do not mind cheating. I love saving on time in any way possible. I don't know how to do the thing. Okay, there is definitely a thing to be done here, though. that you can exploit. I mean, I guess you could do the piggyback cheat here too and get up to the, I think if you get over the walls, then you can, you know, do the same situation. Oof. There we go. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good luck with the stream. Oh, good night, Hattie Patty. Thanks for joining, and thanks for following. You can use it here too. Oh, we can? Can we? Do you want to attempt to cheat the system again? Who knows? Is there a ceiling above us? No. Okay, I'm gonna watch them do their little glitch. Oops. Timing error. You can do it even from the gates itself. Oh my gosh, awesome. Fail. You got to see the fail in real time. No, no, don't mind me. I'll just warp to you once you've... Nice. Oh, where did they go? What happened? Okay, nope. It didn't work. Oh no. Well, we have not perfected the art of glitching through trials. Not yet, anyways. Maybe we'll get there. Piggyback a friend and slowly float. Well, we can try it again. Let's see. I want to try a different one. Okay. What do you want to try, Crimson? Could also try with tomato here. Oh. Too late. I think tomato is ready to try and do this the fair way. By the time we figure out the exploit, we'll already be finished. I don't think this is the right way to go. Yeah, piggyback glitch and then just slowly float back down. Found this yesterday. Ooh, what'd you find? Oh, just that area. Gotcha. Yeah, do you want to try? Let's see. Do I have piggyback unlocked with Crimson? I do not. Let's see. Okay, I'll let you guys continue. No, do y'all's thing. Not quite. And you have to be pretty exact now with the timing. Hi, OP Pros. How dare you be in a challenge when I go to join? Oh no. Also, hi. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm trying a different one. Oh, okay. You just wanted me to do that. Gotcha. Hand piggy. Oh, where you do hold hands at the same time as piggyback? Is that a thing you can do? Let's try it. Crimson, come back. Okay, let's. Oh, no. Sorry. Hang on. Okay, I'll do piggy, you do hand, and then we'll do it at the same time. One. Nope. We have to be really good on. I think we have to be really exact on the timing. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so satisfying. Hello, Hobie. Crimson. What did you guys do? I hate this part. Language. That was artistic, really. That was incredible. Let go. Tomato just played the fairway and then made it all the way over here while me and Crimson were attempting to. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but nothing is funnier than Crimson having a censored message and then falling off at the exact same time. Okay, well, we tried to cheat and then we didn't cheat. Crimson warped to us. Gasped the legendary Hobie. Yes. Well done. Thanks. Thank you also, Ensky, for trying to help us with that. It was a very valiant effort. That took a lot of patience. We'll get there someday. We weren't quite there today, but we were in the beginnings of learning how to do that. And hey, we did the air trial very quickly, so we were able to do one of them. I know how. Say, don't. Don't say it. I'm guessing that's Crimson. We are a family-friendly group. Yes, I was correct. That was Crimson. No swearing. Or swear when I'm running over here and I'm... No. No. I will make everybody dizzy. There. Oh, sad day. We almost had 220, and then I spent 6 candles getting unlocking piggyback with Crimson. So we lost it. Every trial there are shortcuts or glitches you can exploit. You know, I don't personally know what they are, but I have seen other people exploiting them and basically getting through the entire trial very quickly. Like the Immortal for Water and Fire, yeah. Yeah, so how do you do the Water and Fire ones? Because I guess these other two, you just exploit the piggyback glitches, which were things that, like, at least I already knew how to do the piggyback one. Maybe not the hand piggyback one, but still. Not advisable for streamers, though. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I know the fire one. Let's do it. Oh, really? You have to turn the Wi-Fi or data off. Oh, I see. OP Pros, wait for me. Okay. We'll wait for you. And then we'll do the fire trial. Yeah. I don't know, but it makes it easier. Okay. Oh, yay! You made it! Hi, OP Pros. This game smells. Squidward smells. Good! Put me all the way over to the entrance. Hi, Tomato. Oh. When you take out white candles. Okay. Oh, that does make it easier, yeah. Doing piggyback and then candles. That's true. Nice drip. I think you got it. I think you're good. Fires like 2 minutes with a friend without any glitch. Just stick to the left walls. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Insky. We'll have to try that. I know how to do a huge shortcut, but I'm too bad at the game to pull it off. Oh, that's okay, OP Pros. I don't think any of us are professionals at this game. Just stick to the left walls, says Ensky. So if we do the piggyback and candles, and then just stick to the left wall, then we should be able to do this okay. Yeah, I can see the worms from here. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see them going around like that. I feel like that's a new thing. That's a pain. Maybe I can do it. Just keep it open. The game is saying, no, you can't do that. Wait for OP pros, guys. Sorry, I was AFK. I thought I was attached. Oh no! Yeah, let OP pros catch up. There we go. Holding hands alone will do, just anticipate the monsters. Okay. I was trying. It's okay. The smelly icon was in the way. That definitely happens. Especially on the Switch version. No. I'm attached to you now. Oh. I'm attached to you and nobody else. I'm not leading. Oh, yep, this is doing it. Just left walls. Isn't this true of like any maze that you will eventually solve? Any maze if you just pick one direction and then stick to it? We're gonna get really good at doing these trials, because I've been doing them so much lately. But I don't know, you're right. There it is. Amazing. Yeah. This shortcut, right? Oh no, OP Bros. Oh, well, we're about to get destroyed by worms, so... There we go. There, you have time to catch up to us. Or me, even though I'm flying all over the place. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see. You're trying to do this, exploit this shortcut. I see. Okay, so there is a way to jump up over that. I see. Bruh. Oh no. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We know it's there. Right walls have cliffs. That's faster. Oh, okay. But hard. Yeah, falling off the cliffs is not fun. Okay, so left walls. Minty. Yes? Hold out a white candle, please. Oh. Okay, let's see. I'm not actually sure how to do it on the Switch, aside from doing it like this. The darkness hurts, think. Wow. Whoa. It landed directly on us and we were fine. It's pretty impressive. Dang, I'm gonna get so many candles this stream. Left wall. Yes, keep it to the left. Should I hold Tomato's hand? That might be more balanced. Although I think we're getting pretty close to the end here. Yeah, is this it? Is this the end? Never mind. That's okay. Maybe next time. Tomato is a pro gamer. They are. Yay! Thank you for that one, Enski. That was incredible. I didn't think I would ever get through the fire trials that quickly, or the fire trial. Any of the trials that quickly. No, we just blew through those like it was nothing. I just remember where to go. Oh. Yeah. I do that alone. Dang. So humble. Just squad things. Do you ever just, you know, take a group of friends and go into a dark void full of monsters that can kill you? Tomato's an epic gamer with mad skills. Your name makes me hungry. No eating tomato, but I already ate. Tomato is safe for another day. Oh dang, I wanted to get this one. Come here, you. Come here, you. Yeah. No more worms. I wasn't gonna eat him. Good. Do not eat the tomato. But how? I have no option to skip it. Oh, that's how I do that. Can you, I guess can you move around outside? Like when the cutscene is going? Can you just pick a direction and run in it, and that will throw you out of the cutscene? Because that's what I do to skip some cutscenes. Yeah, you just jump out of it. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I will know that for the future. You are hilarious. Hello! Welcome to the stream. You joined at the perfect time to give us an answer. I love doing that with cutscenes. Water trial now? What do you guys think? You guys... I say LOL too much. Oh no, you're good, OP. Do you think we should do the last one? My vocabulary is limited. Nope, yep, if you have not already done the Traveling Spirit, right here. Oh no. Hang on. My kitty is telling me that it's time to feed her. She's at my door right now. Welcome to the game. Yes. So I think I'm actually gonna have to stop, because I need to feed animals and people. It's kind of like the 6 o'clock is usually the time that I need to go. But you all are welcome to continue and do the last trial. But yeah, I will not be joining you. So this will be it for me. But this was fun. Yes, Crimson. We learned a lot today, actually. We did a lot of mission stuff. We did candle collecting. And we learned stuff. So, it was good. So, I'll see you... Aww. I'll see you next time. I will have a stream again. Yeah, I'll see you next time. I will have a stream again next week. Probably on Monday. That's usually the day. I do Monday through Thursday is my normal schedule right now. But yes, have fun. I'm glad that the squad is all friends with each other too. Yeah, I'm glad you got to join us at the end, OP Pros. Yeah, we'll see you later, guys. I already have the mask, I just need the samurai pants. Oh, I hope you can save up enough. Bye, guys. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and close, and I'm so sorry you are hilarious because you just joined, but we're gonna actually go ahead and stop the stream now. But hopefully I'll see you next time. And yeah, I'm normally streaming Sky, but I have other games that we can play too. But for now, it's mostly Sky because it's nice and interactive. Raid, ooh, that's a good idea. Yes, let's see if we have anybody here that we can raid. I would say Rad, but I believe that Rad is finishing up too. So let's go ahead and join. There's another streamer that I'm following. I'm gonna go ahead and raid their stream. Yes, so let's go here. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.